And one of them that died, he was like the one I was close to the most.
A friend of mine lived on the 3rd floor, and I kept telling him, get him out, he's blind and handicapped. And they got him out.
I thought my time had come, and I felt at peace with that. I can't explain it.
Now on the night team, residents and employees of an assisted living facility in Fall River are rattled by a fire. It happened around 9:30 last night at the Gabriel house. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Patrice Wood. Dan Janig joins us live from Fall River in just a minute, but first tonight, the stories coming out of this fire are absolutely heartbreaking. Our crews have been on the scene all day, and we've been talking with residents who made it out, families, first responders, and employees. 9 families are grieving tonight for the residents who died in the blaze. 7 of the 9 victims have been identified tonight, and about 30 people were injured and taken to the hospital. 1 person is still in critical condition at last check. Around 70 people lived at Gabriel House. It's thanks to the heroic efforts of police and fire crews that so many of them made it out alive. In fact, neighbors even stepped in to help. Now, if you're not familiar with this area, here's a closer look at where Gabriel House is. It's in Fall River on Oliver Street. That's just a short drive off of I-195. Gabriel House is also right down the street from St. Anne's Hospital. The night team has team coverage on this story tonight. My co-anchor Dan Janig is live outside of Gabriel House, which is boarded up right now. He's joined by John Perrick, and John spoke with an employee as well as residents of the facility. Leanna Falk is tackling the response from the firefighters union, and they say more lives could have been saved. Dan, let's start with you. Give us an idea of what the scene is like tonight.
Patrice, it is eerily quiet here compared to last night, where around this time there were screams for people's lives. The sadness is profound here, and the anxiety will likely keep people up at night. There are poignant memories, and for people who have lost their lives, like right here behind me, a flower, 2 rosary beads. A lot of prayers are being said tonight. Beyond that are the boarded doors and windows. And you can see the fire damage from the outside. And considering the death toll here, you may expect more from the outside, but it was inside. It was a true nightmare, filled with smoke and filled with horror. Tonight we are learning the names of those people whose lives were lost. 64-year-old Rue Albernaz, 61-year-old Ronald Kodega, 69-year-old Margaret Duddy, 78-year-old Robert King, 71-year-old Kim Mackin, 78-year-old Richard Rashawn, 85-year-old Eleanor Willett. In addition, there is a 70-year-old woman and a 77-year-old man who have not been identified. Now, back here live at the scene, for the first time tonight, we are hearing from a family of a victim and an employee who worked inside, as well as survivors who, John, told me today that they thought this might have been their last moments here on Earth because they were just trapped and they were scared. The night team's John Perrick spoke to many of them tonight.
Yes, Dan, for so many, this site here, it's not just emotional, but it leaves them at a loss for words. The boarded up windows, the caution tape too, leaves many emotional.
Just opened the window, and I yelled, help, help.
The Gabriel house on Sunday night turned into a house of horror.
When I opened my room door, the smoke just hit me right in the face.
Tonight, the heroic stories of survival.
I didn't think that I was going to make it here.
And tragedy.
He should be honored. He was a veteran. He served in Vietnam.
Brianna Custodio lost her uncle, Richard Rashawn, in the fire. He was one of the 9 victims.
He loved getting visits from all of his nieces and nephews.
They're like my family.
Paul Ferreira worked as the chef here at the Gabriel house for 5 years. He left work yesterday just a few hours before the fire.
I was like worried. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be in serious trouble if it was me. You know, but I'm like, I always double check everything.
Paul says there was little damage in the kitchen area. Tonight, he just misses his friends.
They become like part of your family. I don't have nobody out here. I'm all alone out here. So my job is my life. I work 90 hours a week here.
I thought I was going to die.
Lorraine Ferrara was in the building last night, overwhelmed by smoke. She started to yell for help, and help came. She says firefighters used a ladder to rescue her. She's among one of the lucky ones tonight.
I thought my time had come, and I felt at peace with that. I can't explain it.
And as for those people displaced by the fire, many of them are in nearby shelters, others in a nursing home. Dan, they've got a long road ahead.
Yeah, you can't believe it right now. John Perrick doing some tough interviews for us tonight here on the ground in Fall River. We're in the midst